Hi, everybody. Welcome to Open House. This is Algebra 2, and my name is Christina Wade. I teach Algebra 2 as well as AP Computer Science, and I'm also the robotics coach here at Burlingame High School. So welcome. Thank you for watching this video. Some of you already came to back to school night, so you know a little bit about me. I have two boys, Matthew and Wyatt, and Matthew is going to be a freshman actually at Burlingame next year. He's in 8th grade right now, and Wyatt's in 5th grade. So we'd like to do a lot of outdoor things. So it's been pretty good that they like the outdoors during all this this COVID time when that's pretty much all there is to do. So I'm going to go over a little bit about what we've been doing this year in our remote learning. So as you are aware, we've been doing everything via Zoom this year. So a typical day in Algebra 2 is the students log on to Zoom. I open up our live agenda. We go over what we're doing for the day. And then typically the students have taken notes for homework. We have kind of a flipped model this year where the students take notes and take notes from the videos that they watch. Then the next day in class, I go over the notes and just make sure they understood the concept, usually go over a few extra examples. And then we practice together a lot of times. And then after we practice and I make sure they're all good, then I put them in breakout rooms and they do some more practice or we do an activity. Kind of depends on the topic. When I go over stuff, there's a little picture here at the bottom. I usually share my screen and I have a document camera where I can handwrite or I can pull up a digital whiteboard and just type and draw digitally as well. So I use lots of different ways to just kind of go over the basics with them and make sure they understood what they were supposed to watch or take notes on the day before. If you want to know what's going on, pretty much everything is on my live agenda. On Canvas on the home page, right here, there's class live agenda. That's the link. So if you link there, you should be able to get to my live doc. It's updated every week and it has links to all the assignments. It has links to the answer keys and the videos. Everything the students need is here. And then I also have highlight, and it's color coded. So yellow are the videos, purple are the keys, red are tests, and then the bright blue is what is due in Canvas. So they know exactly what to turn in. Some things they don't turn in, we just do as part of class. But most things they do turn in, so they're highlighted in blue. And it's a nice week snapshot. Every week it's updated. So there should be no question about what we're doing every day, when things are coming up, and what is due. And also the answer keys are nice. So if they need help, they can double check. We have assignments every single day. Every night, usually students watch a video and take notes, and they have to turn the notes in on Canvas. And then the next day, we do a practice assignment, and those are also due in Canvas. So there's stuff due daily for them to do in our class. Um, okay. So after we learn a bunch of stuff at the end of the unit, we have some sort of test. We typically do a formative assessment where it's kind of like a practice test for them to see what they know and what they don't know so that they can go over and practice anything that they're a little deficient on before the big test. And we have been using Edulastic, which is a software tool online. And it's really great because it monitors how everybody's doing. I have live feedback on every question, and then the students get, when the scores are released, the students get to see what they did wrong. So it's really nice. They also submit scratch paper. Some of the other tools that we've used this year, I don't know if you've heard about it when you ask, what did you do today? How was your day? One of the things that we've used quite a bit are Jamboards, and that's a Google Suite tool where I can see every group working at the same time. I can make notes while they're working. So I love to use that in groups. And then we also do Nearpods, and those I usually do as a whole class where each individual person has a tile and I can see how they're doing on the different questions. So I like to do this after the students have taken notes and after we review to make sure they really understand it and to see who needs a little extra help so they can encourage them to come to office hours. Support. So if students are struggling, they really need to try to come into office hours. It's every even block at 2 o'clock from 2 to 3:15. I definitely have a core group of students that come every single week, and it's great. It's really paying off for them. But there's a lot of students that could use help and they never come. So please, please encourage them to stop by. Even if they don't have any questions, there's plenty of students that come and ask questions. And if you don't have a question, they can just say, "Hey, I don't really know what to ask, but I just want to make sure I got this, and I'm happy to make up questions or whatever." Like, I can assess what they need if they don't know how to ask for what they need. So the key is getting them there. We also do a lot of extra resource videos that we link. We make our videos for our class, the Algebra 2 team. So that's Miss Z, Miss Zinger, and myself. We take turns doing all that stuff. So the videos are made by our math teachers. But we also link videos from Khan Academy and different sources, as well as videos in the past that we have had made by our own math teachers that have taught this class before. So we like to link as much as possible, as many resources as possible. The grades, everybody hopefully has been keeping up with Canvas grades. I update very regularly, so you should be able to see what's missing, what's not missing. I continuously encourage students to make up their work and get stuff in. So this is nothing new. Just please stay on top of them and double check Canvas. Now, one of the big things that we need to talk about this time of year that we always address during open house is, what are the next steps? What are the next steps on your math journey? So you're in Algebra 2 right now. So if you have a solid A or a B, we definitely recommend either pre-calc or AP stats, depending on the student's interest, what they would like to major in college, that type of thing, or what they want to do after high school. Not everybody wants to go to college. So depending on what your goals are, pre-calc may not be for you. Maybe AP stats is for you, or maybe neither. I don't know, depends. If you have a B or a C in Algebra 2, we do not recommend going to pre-calc. We recommend either finite, AP stats, or we're going to have a new course next year called data science. Now, there's a little asterisk here and a note. Now, typically, students get 1 grade lower in pre-calc than they did in Algebra 2. So that is why we don't recommend anybody lower than an 85 to go into pre-calc, because data has shown that typically they'd get in the 75 range, which is still passing, but for some students, that's not what they want. They don't want C's. So to try to help students reach their goals and be successful, we really strongly encourage, if you have an 85 or below, to maybe try some of these other courses, improve your math skills, and then you can take pre-calc afterwards. Of course, students and parents override our recommendations all the time, but just note that pre-calc is definitely a challenging course. And if you do not follow our recommendations, there's a good chance that you'll probably end up with a C in that class. And if that's okay with you, that's okay with us too. But we just want to make sure you're set up for success to reach your goals. Okay. If you have any other questions about course placement, your student can come to office hours or you can email me. I'm happy to talk about that. Some of the things that are going well this year, students have really loved the live agenda. The color coded live agenda is really great. I get a lot of compliments from that about the students. Students also really like all the answer keys, everything organized so they can find stuff. And the videos are a big hit this year. Everybody really likes watching the videos, being able to pause, go back and look at stuff if they're confused. I think some of the things we're doing in class are popular as well, like the Nearpods and the Jamboards. Students really like that. And one of the biggest things that I've heard from students is they like going over the concepts from the notes at the beginning of class, and not just going over them, but I give them extra examples, and they really like that because it makes sure they understand it before going into the Nearpods or the breakout rooms. So lots of positives this year. The students have really told me a lot of feedback about how things are going, and our Algebra 2 team has made adjustments. So I think it's really a success this year. And it's just, ups and downs with everything. So as long as as long as they stay on top of things, I think it's been really going well this year. But we're very excited to get back into the classroom. Sounds like we're going to be doing that soon. So we're really happy and excited to see everybody. The formatting, all the details will be coming out shortly about how that's all going to work. Um, but hopefully we'll be able to see you soon. So anyway, thanks for watching the video and learning a little bit more about how Algebra 2 is going this year. Have a great night. Bye.